Hello everyone, this is a D Pharmacy Pharmaceutics 1 class, subject code 1.1T, Unit 5. In this class, we are going to discuss chemical methods of sterilization. As we know that under chemical method of sterilization, there are two different techniques that are employed in this type. One is sterilization by heating with a bactericide, and the other one is gaseous sterilization. Today, we are going to discuss sterilization by heating with a bactericide. Now, in this method, we can use aqueous preparation, or we can sterilize aqueous preparations which are unstable at the temperature of moist heat. That means those aqueous preparations are unstable, or they will go for slight degradation or decomposition under moist heat temperature, which is around 115 to 116 degrees centigrade, the least one. So those aqueous preparations can be sterilized by using this technique, sterilization by heating with a bactericide. This method or this technique is having a lower margin of safety. This is not regarded as a very safe method. Okay, and this method is only employed when the moist heat method or the moist heat sterilization technique is not applicable. Means whatever we have previously discussed, that the moist heat technique, when the product cannot withstand the temperature of around 115 and 116 degrees centigrade, then only this technique will come into play, or this technique will be applicable for those aqueous preparations. We In this method, along with temperature, a bactericide is also incorporated. So before incorporation of the bactericide, we have to know that the bactericide should have a certain properties, a specific set of properties. And those properties are, the first one, we can say that the bactericide should be non-toxic in nature, and the bactericide should be compatible with the medicaments, and it should be stable and active at various pH, and the bactericide should be stable during the heating and during the storage period. So these are some properties of the bactericide that a bactericide must possess if we want to employ the bactericide in a sterilization technique. So afterwards we'll go to discussing the method of this particular sterilization technique. Initially, the medicament is either dissolved or suspended in a solution or in a vehicle of the bactericide. We have to prepare a bactericide solution, and then we have to dissolve the medicament, or either we have to suspend the medicament in the bactericide solution. Okay. The next one is, it has to be transferred in a container which is generally supposed to be the final container, and in the final container it has to be transferred, and then we have to go for sealing, so that after sterilization microorganisms cannot contaminate the product. After complete sealing, the container has to be heated along with the product. The container has to be heated around 98 to 100 degrees centigrade for about 30 minutes. So this is the temperature we're employing over here, 98 to 100 degrees centigrade, and the time is around 30 minutes. The heating should be done in boiling water. So that is the source of the heating, is the boiling water. Then we have seen that As the temperature increases, the lethal effect of the bactericide also increases. So that has been an observation, that with the increase of temperature, the efficacy or the lethal effect of the bactericide also increases. Next, come to application. Uh, Application, we can say that generally for sterilization of injections, this technique is employed, and for particularly those injections which degrades around 115 to 116 degrees centigrade temperature. So which injections degrades on or at 115 degrees centigrade temperature, those injections or those preparations only should be subjected to this sterilization technique. Otherwise, this is not that much used. Generally, moist heat sterilization technique is preferred over this method. When we cannot follow moist heat method, moist heat sterilization technique, then only we are going to follow this method. And as the right side table, we have given certain bactericide and their concentration in percentage weight by volume. For injections and for eye drops, we have given them separately. Like for injections, if you're using chlorocrezoles as a bactericide, then 0.2% weight by volume concentration is enough. Or if you're using phenyl mercuric acetate or phenyl mercuric nitrate, at that time 0.002% weight by volume concentration is sufficient. And in case of eye drops, we know that a very widely used antimicrobial agent is benzalkonium chloride. So it is used in the concentration of 0.01% weight by volume. And phenyl mercuric acetate or phenyl mercuric nitrate is again used around 0.002% weight by volume, whereas thiomersal is used around 0.01% weight by volume, whereas chlorohexidine acetate is also used at 0.01% weight by volume. So that's all for this class. In my next class, I'm going to discuss gaseous sterilization. Thank you.